Today's story is chapter 42. Detecting fakes, carrying out one's mission. Charles M. Schwab, 1862 to 1939, the first president of the United States Steel Corporation, once had to make a quick trip to his office after hours. When he came to the gate, the guard refused to admit him. No one is allowed in at this hour. But I'm Schwab, the company president. I don't know what the company president looks like, so I'm sorry, sir, but unless you've got some ID, I can't let you in. Schwab duly presented some identification and so was able to take care of his errand. The following day, the guard received a summons to the president's office. He went fearing a dressing down, but instead received the promotion directly from Schwab himself. Once, when Winston Churchill was Prime Minister, he was tearing along in great haste when his car came to an intersection with a red light. Traffic was not heavy, so Churchill ordered his driver, "Never mind, run the light." As the car started across the intersection, a traffic policeman darted out and ordered it back. "I'm Churchill. I'm in a hurry." The policeman gave him a hard look and said, "Prime Minister Churchill would never commit a traffic violation. I believe you are a fake. Get back where you belong." Deflated, Churchill said meekly, "Very well, you're right, I'm a fake." He ordered his driver to back up. A few days later, Churchill sought to have the traffic policeman promoted, but the policeman demurred. "I did nothing to deserve a promotion." "Yes, you did," replied the Prime Minister. "You identified me as an impostor. I'm sure you have the same ability where criminals are concerned. This promotion is a reward for your powers of discernment." This is one of my favorite stories in this book. I was deeply amazed when I read this story for the first time, and still I am. Those security guard and the policemen are brutally honest, and they live by the principle, and they live up to these principles. The traffic rules and rules of the company. Yeah, in a sense, they are inflexible, but that's okay. Because people try to give favoritism, or people find the gray zone, and then they make it through the loophole, and little by little, many people have habit of violating the laws or the rules. It's very difficult to live by the rule because sometimes we have to sacrifice ourselves by following the rules. Sometimes we want to, put priority to our own profit or interest and conveniences and comfort. And in our mind, we think, what the heck about the rule? Yeah, human nature always have conflicts with rules and principles, because usually principles and rules limit our conveniences and comfort. But especially on our spiritual journey, we are encouraged to follow the rule, which is Dharma, the law of cause and effect. The law is very precise and always working like a precision instrument. There's no exception and discrimination in this law. So the more we make effort to follow the law, we will understand our human nature deeply, and that habit is itself a great asset. Yeah, so the great masters were like this. Great masters like Master Shinran, Master Rennyo, Honen, Nagarjuna, and all the seven great patriarchs are like this security guard and policeman. They strictly follow their practice and their precepts. Even today, in this age of fire defilements, there are some such very honest and sincere Shinran students who follow the rule precisely and strictly. Yeah, we should be like that. We make effort to be like such Shinran student. Then we can make great advancement in our practice, in our path. Today we don't have much time, but in the history of Buddhism, many people have already or had already experienced spiritual awakening, deep level of spiritual awakening. They all made great effort to follow their practices and Buddhist precepts as they are taught. They didn't digress too much. They didn't get off track. They tried to keep the right path as much as they can. That's how they followed the white path between the river of desire and the anger. So I think through this comical story, the author is sending message: follow the principle and live up to the rule, precept. So that's, I think, what we can learn from today's story.